I want to talk about the documents that are most important to you during the loan process. Okay, they're all important, but these are the most important. At the beginning, you have the loan estimate. Loan estimate. At the end, you have the closing disclosure. Okay. Without getting too complicated, there's timing things that matter to both of those documents. The closing disclosure, that is what you get at the end, and it is what governs the entire loan, okay? It's a 5-page document. You can download a sample off the internet, and whether you're doing a purchase or a refinance, the LE and the CD are the dynamics. So what's gonna happen at the end of the transaction, the underwriter is gonna issue what's called a clear to close. So what ends up happening is we go from quadrant 3 to quadrant 4. Now it's in the closer funders department. At the end of the transaction, where we're getting closer and closer to closing, the loan officer should come back to the surface. At the end, you're gonna get a closing disclosure that you ideally are reviewing with the loan officer. It's gonna have your loan amount, your purchase price, it's gonna have the seller, the buyer, the lender, it's gonna have the cash to close that you're gonna bring. You have to look at the closing disclosure. You have to acknowledge that you receive at least one of these closing disclosures at a minimum 3 business days before you close. The day you close matters. Everything that's calculated on a closing disclosure is calculated to the day. So if the day moves, the document moves. That's it. If the day moves, the numbers move, everything's got to be recalculated. It absolutely matters the day you close. Don't underestimate that. It's not a simple process. You have actual human beings that have to redo things. You can't have it lightly where you want to close on a certain day and you just flippantly move it to another day. It doesn't work like that. It's a huge impact to multiple people on the transaction. You'll review your closing disclosure, you'll review how much you're gonna bring to close, you'll review to whom you're gonna make out a cashier's check, not a personal check, a cashier's check, and or who you're gonna wire the funds to. And that's the end of the process. In the next video, we'll talk about the actual closing day and what happens.